Maurieo Vlogs, number 257, Rest. Hello, welcome. Well, today I had big plans. I was going to vacuum out the big horn, do some more yard work, tidying up the shed, and various other things, get the water blaster going, or pressure sprayer going well, but none of these things happened. I had a day of rest. I can't say it was planned. I just had a day of rest. Well, that's what I'm saying now that the day has ended, because I didn't get very much done. So in trying to set up for this vlog, of course, as I didn't get very much done, I didn't have any real specific highlights that I could comment on or whatever. So I decided that today's theme would be a rest. Give it a rest, Maurieo. So what I've got here is a picture in the background here is a picture of Mana Island, which is dominated my childhood from as seen from Titahi Bay, New Zealand, and I always find pictures of this very restful, as it reminds me of lazy days on the beach or lazy days at home. You can see there Mana Island, and in the background, in the far background, that's the South Island of New Zealand. So on a very clear day from Titahi Bay, you can see from the North Island to the South Island, and those right in the background there is the South Island of New Zealand, and Mana Island in the foreground. And that's essentially, well, looking out, possibly strictly not Cook Strait, but certainly some of the first people that attempted to swim the strait actually came in quite near Titahi Bay, although the successful swimmers were a bit further south. So that's where my sort of go-to restful scene. What is your restful scene, or how do you see something as when you know you're at rest? You picture yourself in this place. So that's certainly mine there. So this thing called rest, I had a bit of a interesting sort of look around to find out, well, what is rest? And so I first went to the dictionary, and it means to cease work or movement in order to relax, sleep, or recover strength. So that certainly described my day. I ceased work totally. I was, asleep quite large portions of the day. And he needed to rest after the feverish activity. Well, no, not. I did stay up quite late on New Year's Eve and joined in a live stream with the Simple Joys from Australia, which was it was quite great fun, and that sort of finished around 3 for me, as they're 3 hours behind us here in New Zealand. So I did sleep in, so to speak, in the morning, but then I took a few other rests during the day. So this thing means rest, to relax, repose, laze, idle, loaf, lounge, luxuriate, loll, yes, loll about, slump, doze, drowse, sleep, and there's more. And it also means to be placed or supported so as to stay in a specified position. And it has definitions in other areas, like in music, it's a rest, an interval of silence of a specified duration. Rest. And also in physics, of course, it means to be at rest, means to be motionless. Motionless, and it has quite a specific definition there. motionless in terms of the frame and reference, because in reality we are never at rest. Our world is always moving within the within space or whatever, so we can be relatively at rest, but we're always moving, or so say the physicists. So that was my day of rest, where essentially I just did bugger all. And I feel the better for it. All good. Okay, so in terms of a challenge or question for the day, I've got you this chap here. Who is this guy? And what's his claim to the theme of the day? Rest. Perhaps does he know something about rest? So who is this guy? He's an Englishman, and he was born in 1643. So he's quite old. 1643. And how does he relate to today's theme of rest? So let's look at yesterday's theme, which was time and the travelling of time, or the forward movement of time from 2017 to 2018. Well, this chap here lying back, resting, motionless, is H.G. Wells. H.G. Wells wrote a book called The Time Machine, and he's one of the bigger figures in time fiction writing, and wrote a number of sort of books and things in that field. And the whole concept of time was an area that he wrote quite a lot about, or wrote quite a lot about in his stories and things like that. H.G. Wells. And W.T. got that one. So let's just have another quick look at today's who we're after today, which is this guy here from 1643. So it's it's a painting rather than a colour photograph. And what does he know about the theme of the day? And I'm going to head back to my restful place, where I'm going to certainly rest for the rest of the day, and hopefully tomorrow, which is the last day of my holidays, as I'm back to work on Wednesday, January the 3rd, and hopefully I can get all the things I wanted to get done today done tomorrow, and plus a little bit more. But, well, time will tell. Cheers. See you.